Do you ever feel like your biggest dream is just out of reach because of your doubt? The famous warrior Miyamoto Musashi taught us timeless lessons that can help us get over our fears, focus better, and do things that seemed impossible at first. Step 1. Become a scientist of your own life. Musashi thought that people should look at truth without any illusions. See that which you can't see with the eye, he wrote. Before you can get rid of doubt, you need to treat your life like an experiment. Instead of making decisions based on fear, find out more about yourself. First, pay attention to when doubt comes up. Is it early in the morning before work? Just before you talk about an idea? Note these times down. A scientist doesn't look at data, they just gather it. You should also avoid calling yourself weak or lazy. You are just getting proof. Next, test small ideas you have. Let's say you believe that I'm awful at being in public. Do a small test. Offer to speak for only 2 minutes at your next meeting. Did it turn out to be as scary as you thought? This method takes away the excitement and gives you the facts. Not to feed his ego, but to find the truth through action, Musashi trained hard all the time. He didn't just think he was the best fencer, he practiced a lot to prove it. You can deal with your worries the same way. See every fear as an idea that needs to be checked out. The scientific way of thinking breaks the spell of hazy worry. You'll think, let's see, instead of I can't. When you face facts, doubt dies. It grows when you make judgments. When you find proof of your own strength, you build a truth base that is stronger than any fear. Here is the first step to getting rid of doubt. Step 2. Schedule your worry. Musashi said, to be fixed is to die, and to be fluid is to live. One way to become stuck is to worry. To fight it, tell it what to do. Every day, make a time to worry, like 15 minutes at 7 p.m. Yes, you can think about and write down all of your fears during that time. If a fear comes up outside of that window, tell yourself, I've planned time for that later. How does this work? Even doubt takes over your mind at odd times. Setting a timer for worry helps your mind stay in the present until the designated time. It would be like Musashi setting aside time to sharpen his sword but never bringing a whetstone with him into battle. When it's time to worry, do something useful with it. Write down each worry and then question it. Is this true or is it just a feeling? Most of the time, you'll see that your fears aren't based in reality. If the problem is real, write down a small thing you can do tomorrow to fix it. You'll start to feel less stressed over time. By putting them off, you tell your brain that you are in charge, not the fear. Musashi kept his mind in check with the same discipline he used in fight. He knew that the mind could be trained like a sword arm. You free your mind by planning when to worry. If you stop bringing fear with you all the time, doubt will lose its power. For the important fights, this is how you keep your mind sharp. Step 3. Focus on the next 20 seconds of courage. Huge goals often stop us in our tracks. Musashi never thought about the whole fight before a duel, he only thought about the next perfect hit. In the same way, focus on the next 20 seconds of courage when doubt feels like it's taking over. I only need to be brave for 20 seconds, tell yourself. That could mean sending an email, going on stage, or calling the person you've been putting off. Momentum moves you forward once you start. This is backed up by science. The brain's threat reaction is slowed down by short bursts of courage. When you only give it 20 seconds, your fear can't make up a big story about how you failed. Musashi had to deal with bigger and more skilled opponents. Still, he made a decision right then because he knew that the winner is the one who acts without thinking. Today is victory over yourself of yesterday, he wrote. Your 20 seconds of bravery are a fight with your fear from yesterday. Do this every day. Pick a job that makes you a little scared and give it your all for just 20 seconds. Small wins like these add up over time. Not big talks, but small acts of bravery done over and over again will boost your confidence. Don't forget that worry needs time to stop you from doing something. Do not give it that much time. Like Musashi, strike quickly and let courage, even if it's only for 20 seconds, pave the way to what seems impossible. Step 4. Help someone else with their problem. When you're inside your own head, doubt grows. Helping other people is one of the best ways to get away. Musashi wrote with a great deal of respect for service. He taught his followers and shared his knowledge because he thought that a warrior's job was to make other people better. Your fears can't hold you back when you look at other people. Who needs your time, skills, or ear? A friend might be having trouble with a job. You could help a friend carry their groceries. You move from thinking to doing when you help. Helping others changes your point of view. Once huge fears become smaller when you see how much people really need help. As well, it boosts confidence. You tell yourself that you are strong and resourceful every time you help someone with a small problem. We're not telling you to forget about your dreams. It's about getting stronger in the areas of bravery and compassion. Musashi was unbeatable because he knew how to use both the sword and the spirit. Service makes you stronger and helps you stay focused on what's important. If doubt tells you that you can't do something nice for someone within the next hour. Keep an eye on how quickly your mood and confidence shift. Genuine service and doubt can't live together. Doubt melts away in the warmth of human connection. Step 5. Create a proof log. A proof log is a personal history of bravery where every act of courage, no matter how small, deserves a place. Consistency is key, and writing down any time during the day when you chose to act instead of hesitating is essential. To make your proof log strong, give each item 3 details: how hard or scary things were for you, what you did even though you were doubtful, and how things turned out or what you learned. For example, fear might be written down as, I was scared to talk about my idea in the meeting. However, steps would be, I put up my hand and shared it anyway, which led to a hit with the team and the opportunity to lead the project. Writing down both the fear and the outcome makes a clear record that helps remember how often fear makes the danger seem worse than it really is. Reading your proof log is like going through a gallery of your own power. When you feel like you can't do anything, those pages will speak louder than any words of support from outside sources. They will make it clear that you have gotten over your fears before and can do it again. Reviewing your log once a week will have a bigger effect on your confidence. It will help you identify patterns of courage and doubt, making your proof log a confidence booster and growth plan. Remember that a fighter like Musashi didn't wait for others to say he was great. He wrote down his own wins and learned from each one. Step 6. Embrace good enough for now. Miyamoto Musashi, a renowned tactician and unbeaten samurai, taught that mastery is not about perfection but about doing something even if it's not perfect. He believed that attitude and skill were more important than having the perfect tool. Success is not about perfect equipment or plans, it's about sharing your idea, starting with a rough draft, and learning from each attempt. Every master, from Musashi to current inventors, gets better by doing it over and over again, learning from each attempt, and making changes. Breaking out of the never-ending loop of doubt can be achieved by saying, good enough for now. Never-ending planning puts you on the sidelines, while action builds motion. Every try that goes wrong teaches you more than hours of thinking about it. The feedback from working hard in the real world makes your next strike better. When putting something off because it's not ready, ask yourself what the smallest action you can take today, even if it's messy. Do it, such as sharing a rough email instead of a finished proposal or uploading a short video before the lighting is just right. Enjoy these little wins as they show that you can keep going even when things are unsure. Musashi never won because of perfect conditions. He won because of effective movement. To be better than you were yesterday is your goal, not to be perfect. You can cut through the idea of perfection and claim real progress when you say, good enough for now. These small, flawed steps will add up to skill over time, and what seemed impossible will become inevitable. Step 7. Talk to your future self. It's not important to do this practice perfectly at first. Start out small. Picture the life you want to live in 1, 5, or even 10 years. Find a quiet place to sit and close your eyes. Pay attention to the little things like where you live, the people nearby, and the way you breathe and stand. Think about how it would feel to have already dealt with the questions that are bothering you now. Your future self is not a stranger. They are just you, after making many brave decisions. Now, bring up the subject. Just ask yourself, what would you have me do next when you were smarter? Pay close attention. The answer might surprise you with how clear it is. It could be a single word, like start, write, or call, or it could be a soft message to wait. You're not supposed to guess what will happen. You're supposed to connect with the part of you that knows you can win. In his daily life, Musashi was very aware of time and change. He wrote, "Don't think lies. You can train to find the way. You can train yourself by talking to your future self. Being honest about who you are becoming is important. Thinking about that version of yourself in the future trains your mind to see past your fears right now." Writing letters is another strong method. Put down a pen and paper and write a letter to yourself from the future. Start with, "I'm proud of you for," and keep going. List the things that went well, the lessons you learned, and the strength you found along the way. If you're not sure what to do, read that letter. It keeps you going and shows you that the person you want to be is already inside you. On your phone, you can set reminders with short notes from your future self that say things like, "Keep going, you're closer than you think," or "This challenge is making you great." Small connections like these help you move from being who you are to becoming who you're becoming. Musashi thought that mastering oneself was the best victory, so he tried to beat himself every day. You honor that idea by talking to your future self. You keep telling yourself that the most important battle is inside you. Doubt loses its power when you listen to your future self all the time. You stop making decisions for short-term happiness and start making choices for long-term success. And every talk brings you one step closer to the goal that seems impossible until it's not impossible anymore.